This Dvar Torah is for Sunday, Parashat Shofetim. The parashat that we will read this coming Shabbat is Shofetim, and the first pasuk starts by saying, Shofetim veShoterim titen lecha bechol she'arecha. Judges and Shoterim, policemen or enforcers, as Rashi explains, you will have in all of your gates. And it's a simple concept to understand that for any society to exist, for any country or people to be able to live with each other, you need to have a judicial system. Judges that adjudicate cases so that people do not take advantage of each other, do not abuse each other, do not infringe upon the property of each other. And then once they rule out on a certain case, the shoterim, the enforcers, are there to carry out what the judges ruled on. You can understand also policemen as those that sort of like look over in the society and make sure that the laws of the land are enforced. That people do not, let's say, go at 100 miles an hour on a residential street. That's also enforcing the laws and the rulings of the judicial system of the judges. This is the concept that is very logical, easy to understand, and it's something that we commended as one of the mitzvot of the Torah. However, our sages explain that there is another meaning to this pasuk. Since the pasuk says, Shofetim veShoterim titen lecha, for you as singular, for yourself, it means to tell us that each single person, he or she should look at things in life and relate to it in a way of Shofetim veShoterim. You first evaluate, you judge the situation, you adjudicate the case that you're faced with, you consider the various aspects, and once you made the ruling of the proper way to relate to that choice that you have to make, then Shoterim, then you have to enforce what made sense to you. Unfortunately, all too often people find themselves in a situation where they know what logically makes sense for them to do. They know what is the proper course of action, yet they do not carrying out in action, in practicality, what they know is the right thing to do. And this pasuk says, Shofetim veShoterim titen lecha. You judge, you adjudicate the different situations that come up, different courses of action to take. But then you have to go that other extra step, not just so that it's only in your mind, but Shoterim, you have to enforce what you consider is the proper course of action. And included in that, Bechol she'arecha, in all your gates, there are gates that the person has, whether it is the eyes or the mouth, the ears. You have to also think and consider what is proper thing to see. In popular culture, there are many situations where a person should not expose himself to certain things. So therefore you adjudicate and you rule what is proper to see and not to see. And then Shoterim, then you might have to close your eyes or look the other way. Same thing with the mouth. Think about what you should say or not say and act accordingly. Or with the ears, think about what you should hear or not hear and act accordingly. So that's, well, it speaks about a judicial system for society. It's also very much applicable to the very individual. Baruch Adonai le'olam, amen ve'amen.